Today's predictions come to you from the comfort of my car because I keep getting interrupted in my office and it's a little bit difficult to do this and get interrupted at the same time. I do want to let you know that yes, there are a lot of anxious waves of energy coming in and out today. For me, it's also being accompanied by a loud, high-pitched sound in my right ear. I don't know if any of that means anything. I do want to let you know that I don't always remember my predictions. I'm putting them out on video so that there is some kind of record of them. So if for some reason you see something happen and I said it and I don't recognize it right away, it's usually because I just don't remember. I get so many messages every single day that there's no way I would be able to remember them all. It's usually in hindsight where I'll be like, oh, I knew that. I am hearing very loudly now, like in the last 10 minutes, Karma Queen. And I keep seeing the picture of the Queen of Swords from my Rider-Waite Tarot deck. So you want to look that up. You can do that. I don't know if it has anything to do with this. Within seconds of me hearing this and then seeing this picture in my head, a song came on my computer. It's called Combat Baby, and I think it may all be related because I noted when I heard it that, oh, that's kind of like Karma Queen. And even though it really has nothing to do with that, but I think it does have something to do with it. So put that together. I also very clearly heard the burden of the boxes. And I was like, well, I don't know what that means. And the more I thought about it, the more I thought that it's about how many boxes and what's inside the boxes. And instead of burden of proof, it's the burden of the boxes. So that's going to matter. That's going to mean something. I'm not really sure what yet. I also had a vision of two people in a pool, and it was who can hold their breath longer. And I had this just feeling of holding my breath and knowing that I have to hold it a little bit longer so that the other person could pass out and drown. And there was this energy. I was actually just trying to settle my energies down so I could kind of get an idea as to what's going on with all these energy surges. That's what I was asking for, was clarification on that. And that's what I got, was that it's a game of who can hold their breath longer before they pass out, because the one who passes out goes dark. So whatever that means. I also had a couple of very vivid dreams last night, like very, very vivid dreams. One of them, I know this is going to sound weird, so just bear with me. One of them involved McDonald's. And in my dream, I was driving out to a location, and I thought in my head that it was really far away and that it was going to be just so hard to get there. And once I realized that it wasn't as far as I thought, I looked around and I saw that there were a bunch of different fast food places. And I had a choice. I could go to one where they had these chicken fry things, and I could have gone to McDonald's. And in my dream, I said, I'm going to go to McDonald's and get French fries instead. But I wanted to eat them all quickly before I headed home because it wasn't as far away as I thought. And it was all secretive. Everything about this was secretive. Now, keep in mind, in reality, I do not eat French fries. I am sugar-free and I keep my carbs low, so I don't eat potatoes. So I wouldn't have eaten the chicken fries either because they're fried. So this is all symbolic and it means something. So whatever it is I was being secretive of trying to eat them as quick as I could before I got back because I wasn't as far away as I thought it was to begin with. So whatever that means. Another dream I had was that I was in the ocean and I was swimming, and I want to say it was on some kind of coral reef kind of place. Because the water was very shallow, and I remember looking down through the water. It was clear, beautiful water, and I could see the whole floor of the water was lined in sand dollars. And I remember going to pick one up and was like, oh, look at these, but knowing that I can't take them out of the water because I'd kill them, and I can't stand up because I'd kill it. I'd kill the ground underneath me. And so I had to float in this very, very shallow water. And I was waiting for the bigger waves to come along to wash me ashore so that I could safely get past this very fragile, sensitive area And I kept waiting for the waves and waiting for the waves. But when a wave would come, I would get all scratched up on my belly side and my legs and my arms. But in my head, I remember thinking, I'd rather that I get hurt and damaged than the sand dollars and the reef beneath me. So that is also a very important dream. It was very, very vivid. I can still see these beautiful sand dollars, these like grayish white sand dollars, all lined up, like boom, 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 all over the floor. Another one that I had last night was that I was leading a bunch of children, and I knew in my head that to get from point A to point B was a very short distance, but that I was choosing to take them all down these weird winding paths to get from point A to point B, not because I didn't know how to get from A to B, but because the longer the path and the longer the walking, the more tired they'd get. And I was trying to wear them down, and that wearing them down was very important. In my dream, I remember thinking that if I can get them to take a nap, then I would have the time that I need to get done the things that I need to get done. I have a feeling that these are all about the same situation. The who can hold their breath longer. The we don't have to go as far as we thought we had to go. Hurrying up and trying to be secretive because we don't have as much time as we thought. And wearing people down so that they can rest and check out, and I can get done the stuff that I really need to get done. I think it's all related. I think it's all part of the same thing. I did intentionally try to tap into this whole thing about the fog, because everybody's been talking about that. And again, I didn't get anything. I got nothing on it. We had very thick, heavy, dense fog here where I live as well. I don't think it smelled any different to me personally. I don't know what any of it means. It might not mean anything at all, but I got nothing on that. So I also want to say one last thing. I do not do this for the glory. I'm not trying to get attention by saying these things. I've had this my whole life, and I could have done that a long time ago if that's the case. I'm not a professional medium. I don't do things like that. I'm actually usually pretty guarded. I usually don't tell anybody about this. So, but I'm very driven to do this now. I think that it's very important that we all wake up, and we all take these validations. When I predict something and it comes true, I don't want you to sit there and say, oh, she's going to tell me what I need to know about the future. Instead, I want you to say, wow, she just proved to me that this is real, that there is more to life than what we see right in front of our eyes. And I want you to take that as your candle, and let's light the earth. Let's light our lives back up. Let's wake up. I want us all to be a part of this amazing collective energy, and I want us all to be awake. I don't want it to be just a few of us. So, please don't think that I'm going to solve all of your problems, because I don't always interpret this right. But also know that, I'm doing this for a greater good, not for me. And my heart truly, genuinely goes out to the people who have lost someone this past couple days. I hate the fact that I'm connected to predictions that were unfortunate. And so my heart does break, and I'm humbled that I was recognized for that, because it's a heavy burden to bear. So my love to you guys. Happy New Year, and let me know what you think.